Welcome back to Cooking Kosher. Now I know it's a cooking show, but today we're going to mix it up a little bit and assemble my very favorite healthy salad. Check it out. Now everyone likes different things in their salad, but I'll show you what I like. Starting over here on the right, we have some sunflower seeds, which I'll sprinkle in at the end. We have some baby carrots, some curly leaf romaine lettuce. We have an avocado, a red onion, a cucumber, an orange bell pepper, some organic cherry tomatoes. Over here you see our bowl, which we'll mix it all up in, and our chef's knife to chop everything up. And for our dressing, we have some salt, some freshly ground pepper, some really good olive oil and balsamic vinegar, a lemon, which we'll cut and squeeze, and also the secret ingredient, hummus. As you can see, I've prepped all the veggies, and I'll show you how I cut them up in just a second. You see we've halved the pepper and seeded it. We washed our tomatoes and our carrots. We peeled our cucumber. We took the skin off the red onion. Only thing I didn't do was the avocado because I think it's a really cool thing to show you. So once I sharpen my knife, I'll show you how to do that avocado. And we also washed up our romaine lettuce. We checked it for bugs. You've got to make sure that you do that really carefully if you're cooking kosher. Next up, it's time to sharpen our knife. We'll do it about 5 or 6 times on each side. Check it out. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to start assembling this salad from the lettuce up. So we're going to set all these things aside for right now. The table's clean, I just washed it. We're going to set all these things aside and start with our lettuce. Okay, now the first thing I like to do is take the larger leaves, stack them up, and then I'll take these little small ones and just kind of toss them in as is. Maybe give them a quick little chop, each one, and just pop them in as is. Now I'll take maybe 4 or 5 of these larger ones. I'll start by cutting off the end, just a tiny bit of the end. Leave that on the side. Then I'm going to cut it down the middle with the vein, so you have 2 equal halves, and turn it sideways and just chop straight through. As big or as small as you want it. Depends on how you like it. That's how I like it. Wow, that was a mess. And what you end up with is a perfect bowl of chopped romaine lettuce. Next up, cucumber. It's always good to cut on a flat surface, so I like to halve the cucumber first, make 2 halves and flat. And you could dice it up much smaller, but I like big chunks, so just put them one to the other. Roll your knuckles behind. And you're there. Now you could either do the rock chop like I did, or you could do just a straight down chop. It really doesn't matter. It's all good. Okay, now that we have our cucumbers and our lettuce, the next thing I like to do is carrots. You may ask me, why do I cut these things in this order? I'll tell you. I don't know. It's because I feel like it. Alright, so I'll take about 5 of these things, and I'll usually make 2 or 3... My phone's blowing up right now. I usually make 2 or 3 cuts in each one, so just roll up 5 and just straight down. You got to use some pressure here, but this is how I like it, just chunks like that, right in the salad. You could also use a regular full carrot, but my kids like baby carrots, so that's what I'm going with. Next up, we'll do our peppers. Now, I like to take the halves here and just cut them first into strips. And then after I have my strips, I'll line up the strips, keep them nice and straight, and then just cut a couple of pieces out of each strip. So basically one like that, and you got perfectly chopped up peppers. Again, you see that I'm not doing too small here. I'm not trying to show you tiny dice, not like a chopped salad. This is just a, nice pieces, so you got something to chew on. And you see it's coming together, some beautiful colors, some orange, some green. We need some more colors in here. Now I got a lot of critique on my knife skills from some of my past videos, so for the tomatoes, I'm going to show you guys a trick. Take a couple of plates and turn them over. And on the plate, you just stack your cherry tomatoes. Make sure they're flat. Okay. Then take the other plate turn it over, and whip out your slicing knife, your big bread knife. Hold the plates together, and you should be able to get perfectly sliced tomatoes and 2 dirty plates. And lastly, for our red onion, I like to do slices here. Again, cut it in half, turn it on its side. You may only want to do half of this if you're you, but you're not you, you're me. So if you're me, then you just want to do all of it. And just rock and feed the food in. And then what you end up with is these little slices that you could then scatter in your salad. Okay, so our salad is looking great. We have some beautiful colors in here, purple and orange and red and green. And our last ingredient here is the avocado. I take off the pit here. I just run my knife around once and meet myself where I started. Hello, me. Then I twist and expose a perfectly ripe avocado. And people sometimes wonder how to get these things out. They scoop out with a spoon, they try it with a knife, they hurt themselves. You just take your chef's knife, one thing inside, and twist. And it comes right out. There you got your avocado that you could slice up. And I quartered the avocado, I took off the skin, and I'm just going to chop it up. Again, you know, change it up, do different things every time. You know, you don't want cooking to be boring. Sometimes you slice, sometimes you chice, sometimes you rock, sometimes you chop. You just, every time you do something a little bit different depending on your mood that day. And then you just, you gotta just be careful, make sure that you don't cut yourself, because that's not fun. Okay, our cutting board is clean, we got all our veggies in there, it's looking great. Last thing we're gonna do before the dressing is add in our sunflower seeds. And this will add a little bit of protein, a little bit of crunch. Just sprinkle them in there, as many as you want. Do a lot of them. Why not? Okay, now it's salad dressing time, and instead of making another dirty bowl or bottle or something like that, I make the salad dressing right inside the bowl, and I mix it up while I mix up the salad. Makes it easy. Start with your olive oil. Just drizzle a healthy amount in there. Remember, some people think that salads are just side dishes. This salad is really a full lunch. It has some carbs, a little bit of protein, some fat from the olive oil. You need fat in your diet. It's healthy for you, especially good mono and polyunsaturates like that. Take your balsamic vinegar, put your thumb over it, and just sprinkle it in a little bit. Not a lot, just a little for flavor. After that, we are going to sprinkle in some salt and pepper. This stuff likes salt, again, so feel free to be a little bit generous on the salt. And then lastly, your freshly cracked pepper. And be careful with this because you're not cooking this, so you have to make sure that you don't put too much because it does get very spicy. Okay, now we're going to put in our lemon. This is a pretty good sized lemon, so we're not going to squeeze the whole thing. But just roll it on your cutting board first so you can get the juice kind of released there. I cut it maybe in half, but maybe even less than half, because this is a big lemon. Cut it straight there. And then I try and take out the seeds first. Make sure that I'm not squeezing seeds into the salad. So you can see, just use the tip of your knife, get them out there. And then when you feel pretty confident that the seeds are gone, go wipe them onto your cutting board, and then you can go ahead and squeeze. And just squeeze all around, all over your salad. Again, we're going to mix this up, but you might as well distribute it evenly when you're putting it in so that it's easier for you. And if you see a seed come out like I just saw, then just grab it with your fingers. Your hands are washed, hopefully, before you start. So, oh, I forgot to tell you that. You should wash your hands every once in a while. So I see a seed here. I see a seed here. And not a sunflower seed, a lemon seed. Those are too hard to eat. I'll just pick those out. And look at that. Okay, the very last ingredient now is our secret ingredient, and that's hummus. Sometimes you'll see in salad dressings people put, what's it called? Mustard. I'm not a fan of mustard, but I am a fan of hummus, and it pretty much accomplishes the same purpose. So I take a nice tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon, and put it right there in the middle. And that's when I'm going to start mixing this salad up, getting it all around. You don't want one piece of salad with tons of hummus on it, and then the rest of it just totally dry. So I'll show you as I'm mixing it. You could do it with a fork, you could do it with 2 forks if you want to be fancy, or if you could do it with special salad tongs or something. But I'm a big fan of not making more dishes than you have to. So just mix it up, get everything equally spread, the salt, the pepper, the olive oil, the balsamic vinegar, the hummus, and all the vegetables. You want all the vegetables to be pretty much evenly dispersed. So this bite you get an avocado, you get a cucumber, you get a carrot, you get some lettuce, you get some tomato, and this is the way I like it. Okay, so here we are, awesome salad, homemade. I actually woke up this morning feeling a little under the weather, so this is going to be better than any vitamin pill you could have. And a spritz, basically some water and a little splash of cranberry juice. We like to call it a spritz. I got that from my grandma. But let's give it a taste. Yep. I could taste a little bit of that lemon and the crunchy veggies. Thanks so much for joining me today for Cooking Kosher. I know we didn't cook, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Let me know what you'd like to see me make next. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.